everyone, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about the third episode of MEW 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 Season 2, or episode 15 from MEW 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 Nanoda. This was a pudding episode, and I just have to be honest, this was one of my favorite episodes of MEW 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 ever. Girl, this really blew my mind. I am really loving. I said in the first video that I did on season 2, I said I was not going to compare it to the manga very much, but I just cannot hold myself back. I am really loving what MEW 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 has been doing. They have been taking the story of the manga and they have been enhancing and fleshing out the characters way more than what I was expecting. This part in the manga is completely different. We have Mew Pudding finding the Mew Aqua in the Tokyo Dome, but it was totally redone and for the better. Because in the manga, we didn't have this big focus on Pudding, and this time they did such a great job. Especially with a character that I feel at least has always been kind of left out of MEW MEW MEW. If we compare her to the other 4, I feel like she is the one with the least focus, with the least story. Everything about her just feels a little awkward when you compare it to the other 4. In the manga, in the original anime, and I feel like MEW 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 is doing an amazing job with her character. I am just loving what they've been doing. So, we start the episode with a birthday party for her siblings, and we have all the girls there. I already love it right from the get-go. This moment for me was very emotional already. We can see the involvement that the girls have in each other's lives. They support each other, they like each other, they're friends. Like, they are real friends. And I like those tidbits, and we get to learn a little bit more of Pudding because we can understand that she takes care of 5 siblings on her own while also living her own life. Like, girl, this is a bigger superpower than being a magical girl, I think, because have you ever taken care of one child? Imagine taking care of 5 children at the same time while also being a child yourself. Girl, that is really insane. And there is this sadness on her story. Her mother isn't here anymore. And it's interesting that her mother in this episode is voiced by the original voice from Pudding, from the original MEW 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 anime. Love that. Absolutely love that. And in their little dialogue, in the little flashback that we have, we can see that Pudding wants to be a good sister. She wants to be a good example to her siblings while also wanting to do the things that she wants to do. But there's also this longing of being a good sister, a good one-chan for them as well. So there is this building on her character that I love. And obviously there's also a lot of fun because Pudding is a lot of fun. And I have said this before especially in my videos of the first season, that I feel like her voice actor still haven't found, at least in the first season, she hasn't really found the space to voice Pudding, you know? But I feel like she improved so much, and even though I still feel like she is not perfect, which is understandable. She is a new voice actor. She's a new idol. She's part of Smoothie that I love. So I really like her as an idol, but as a voice actor, I still feel like she lacks a little bit. But she improved a lot, and I feel like this episode was able to show that. I feel like there's still room for improvement, but she is already a good Pudding, in my opinion. Like, I really like her as Pudding now. So we have Pudding taking her siblings to the Tokyo Dome exhibition, a circus exhibition. We can see her performing a little bit before they enter the dome. And when they do enter the dome, she gets captured by Tarto and everything starts. So I really like their dynamic. And Pudding is a lot of fun with Tart. I really like that. Girl, it's just incredible how she never really gets affected by him. And one of the things that I really love about the narrative of this episode is that Pudding is able to navigate through different personas easily. She is very responsible. She is the responsible older sister who takes care of her siblings, who is always taking care of them. But she is also that crazy little monkey that just plays around and takes absolutely nothing serious. And it just feels so natural for a character like her. I really like that. I don't like when Pudding is only one specific thing, like that crazy hyper girl all the time. So I really love those transitions in her character. And in this episode, we have a little bit more on Pudding and Tart's friendship, because she feels like Tart is her friend. So there is this building on her friendship a little more. People that ship them will be crazy over this episode for sure. And we can see Tart even saving Pudding in one moment of the episode. And girl, that is everything. That is like really crazy. I just love them together. It's so funny. And then it's also nice that we can see the Pudding siblings going after the girls in Cafe Mew Mew. And the little scenes on Cafe Mew Mew are also very nice. You know, the boys talking about Mew Aqua, Lettuce being all flustered with Yo. We also have a little scene of Ichigo and Aoyama. Ichigo asking about Aoyama's parents when she's talking to him, which is also something that is going to tie up to something further on in the show. Girl, this is so exciting. And, you know, it's nice that we have the involvement of Pudding siblings somehow in the story. It was so nicely constructed. And they have been through so much in the series already that they were able to find their way to Cafe Mew Mew. And they went there, they got the girls, and the girls arrived so that they could fight with Pudding. So it was nice that in this episode we were able to see Pudding's transformation, even though it was shortened a little bit. I love her transformation. It's so creative. It's so much fun. And another thing that I found nice is that we were able to see other attacks of the girls in stock footage as well. Mint and Lettuce had their full stock footage attacks being shown. It's been a while, so I liked that. The one thing I'm not liking so far in this season about the fighting scenes is the fact that they have been weakened. I feel like they're not being able to defeat the Chimera Anima anymore. And when we have lots of Chimera Animas like that, it's really weird that they cannot defeat them. Like, why not let them defeat, like, little ones at least? I don't know. So it just feels a little weird, even though the fighting scene of this episode was the best out of the season yet, in my opinion. I mean, not that it has big competition, but it was better than the other two episodes. And we also had the Blue Knight arriving. We had some nice moments from Ichigo as well. I really liked how Ichigo used her powers. And it was also nice that we were able to see Ichigo's powered up attack with the other girls as well. I really like that attack here. I really like the animation and the pose that they do. I love it. And after that, we get to see Pudding going after the Mew Aqua. Pudding senses that something is going on, and she goes after her feelings. And look, I feel like the Mew Aqua part is so important to the show, to the series, to the lore, that I didn't really like how it played out in this episode. I mean, the way Pudding found it, the way she captured it, it was all okay. But when it was her turn to perform the Mew Aqua attack, I don't know. I feel like it lacked a lot. I mean, it's such an epic attack. It was supposed to be such an epic moment for Pudding, but she wasn't able to channel that in the animation. It was still an epic moment. Like everything she did with the power of Mew Aqua was amazing. Like, she stopped the magma, nature all helped, nothing happened to the Tokyo Dome. But still, I feel like the way, like, the movement and the animation should have been a little bit more impactful than what we had. I think that what we had wasn't really epic as it should have been. So that is a little bit of a letdown to me. But I really love the scene of Tart going away and seeing the candy that Pudding did in his hand and the way he laughed, he smiled at it. Girl, I am so sorry, Tart, but you are infatuated by Pudding, and I can understand that because Pudding is amazing, and I love her energy. I love the way she acts, and like, you cannot win against her, you know, like, in with her energy and her charisma. She is just everything. I love her, especially after this episode. But the one thing that we have to talk about is the ending of the episode, because to me, that was probably one of my favorite things from Tokyo Mew Mew ever. So her siblings were not able to watch the circus show because they had to leave to get the girls and they couldn't watch it, and the show was in the middle while the Chimera Anima were attacking. So they decided to do their own show. So it was very nice. Ryo has lots of money, so he paid for it all. The girls performed as Tokyo Mew Mew. It's a new song by Smoothie. It's a song that we haven't heard yet, and I'm very excited to listen to it, like outside of the episode as well, because I was crying so much at that point when I was watching the episode, because as I said before, Pudding was, at least for now, the most left out of the group in my opinion, and the girls moved and did everything they could to create a show for Pudding's siblings. It was their birthday, it was a celebration, and they lost it. So they did it, not only because they like Pudding's siblings, but out of love for Pudding. It's because of their love for Pudding that they did it. And it was just incredible. The song is a lot of fun. The girls dancing, performing, singing, everything. And how they also used their powers in the performance. Like Let's Just summoning water, Ichigo creating lots of hearts to create nice effects, Zakuro using her cross or her ribbon for Pudding to walk on. It was just and I was crying so much. I just love Tokyo Mew Mew. I love Smoothie. I love Pudding. I love her siblings. I love the relationship that the girls have with Pudding and how much they care about her. But I was not expecting that last moment. I was not expecting that. When I saw Pudding's mom helping her, I was already crying, and when I cry, I'm like, you know, but then I was ugly crying at that point. I was crying loudly. Thankfully, I was alone at home. I was crying loudly, and at that point, it became even uglier. What a moment that was. I just loved it. It was incredible. And Pudding's monologue at the end, or Pudding's dialogue to her mom, it just really hit me. You know, Pudding is just trying her best to be the best that she can be. And I love it. It's just, oh my God. And the way she said at the end of the episode that she wants to be a circus artist, I was just ecstatic about it. Oh my God, I just loved it. Anyways, episode 3, Pudding, I Love You. It was everything. And next week, it's a Lettuce episode, baby. I am super, super, super excited. And since we had original Ichigo voicing Ichigo's mom and original Pudding voicing Pudding's mom, are we gonna have the originals voicing other characters from the related to the original cast this time? That would be a nice homage to the original voices. I would love to see that. Anyways, babies, this was my opinion on episode 3 from Tokyo Mew Mew, a very emotional ride. Please leave a comment with yours. Let's keep talking in the comment box below. I am loving having Tokyo Mew Mew again. It's just so amazing. Anyways, this is it for now. Just want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. Thank you very, very much for your support and for standing by Magical Cinnamon. And if you've watched up the channel, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.